Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? Huh? Hmm? I'm doing my podcast actually on Monday night. It's about 11:07. Jesus Christ. It's kind of late, so I don't want to go on and on about because I actually have to get up early tomorrow. Well, I mean, when I say early, it doesn't mean like 7 o'clock or anything like that, because I have to actually look at some office spaces in Jersey City. So I'm meeting some brokers. I think the people who who show the office space around 10 o'clock, and then another one at 10:30. Right? Um, what happened was that I'm sorry, no, it's not fucking Monday night. It's fucking Tuesday night. Jesus Christ. Yesterday was Monday, right? What happened was that I um, I was supposed to meet my girlfriend right on Sunday, but I was in Long Island, right? On Strong Island, Jesus Christ. And for a barbecue, friends, families, and all that, family, friends, and all that. Jesus, I'm getting bald, dude. You are bald, sir. Um, I was there, right? I drove there to Strong Island to family friend's house, and then um, and then I mean it was too much. It was fun, too much fun, too much fucking partying. It was not partying, it was just like family. A lot of dancing. I was like easy on the booze actually. I got there around like 9 o'clock, but people there had been there since like 7 o'clock, in the evening, and they were all fucking drunk. Basically, they were, most of them were. But they were having fun, like fun drinking, not like angry or sad drinking. So, and I didn't want to drive back, because everybody left around like midnight, I think. I stayed there and I watched what the hell did I watch? Oh, Waterworld. Whoa. You guys remember that fucking movie from 1995 with Kevin Costner? Jesus Christ. It's like a dystopian movie. All the ice has melted, you know. Sea level has risen. I don't know what the fuck it has risen to. So there's no land basically. There's no land and there's no water. I mean drinking water. Huh? There you go. The kid I was watching the movie with, family friend's son. He had no fucking clue who Kevin Costner was, right? These fucking millennials have no idea. And he was saying, "Oh, this is like Mad Max." Yeah, it is Mad Max. Well, Mad Max for water. Although Mad Max Fury Road, you guys remember that fucking movie from 2015? Yeah, it looks more like a Mad Max because it's in the dystopian like future Earth where whatever the fuck happened, and now it's like survival. Is that what's going to happen in future on this planet? Because movies predict future. Well, I mean, some predictions are true, but other predictions aren't. Right? I think what the problem with movies is that they predict too soon. That in 2049, which is like 29 years from now, LA is going to look like what was in the Blade Runner 2049. I don't think so. Just like mm, Kubrick's movie, 2000 Space Oddity. No, not Space Odyssey. Space Oddity is David Bowie's song, right? Ground control. Am I fucking repeating myself? I don't want this fucking song to just stuck in my fucking head, okay? Sorry. So to make the long story short, so I stayed there. I slept there, and I couldn't sleep more than like 4 hours. So I just, as soon as I woke up, I watched the movie. I finished Waterworld, and then it was like around like 9 o'clock, and they woke up too. They were like, "Oh, you know what? Let's make tea, and then we'll have breakfast here." I'm like, "Nah, I gotta go," because I had to drive back to Jersey City, from Long Island. So I went to the fucking bagel shop. I got my bagel, 2 egg white sandwich, and then I drove back. And then, so my girlfriend was asking me, "Okay, so am I meeting today? Am I meeting you today?" Because then what happened was that I actually, drove back, and then I was trying to get some sleep, and I couldn't sleep, And I was so fucking tired, and I told her, "Baby, listen, I'm so tired. I partied too hard last night, with the Long Island family friends. Let's meet up tomorrow," which was yesterday, right? Monday. And so, and then I said, "You know what? I'm not meeting her on Sunday, and I couldn't sleep during the daytime, so why don't I do my podcast Sunday night, So this is what the fuck happened, right? With my fucking podcast. So I did the podcast, right? And I'm into the fucking podcast, I'm discussing, not discussing, I'm talking about the items in my cheat sheet, right? Into like fucking 42 minutes or 43 minutes, I get a, what do you call it, a message, right, on the computer, that there's not enough storage, you have to free up some storage, I'm like, I'm fucking scrambling, right? I'm like, oh, this is, by the way, so this is the Surface. The Microsoft Surface has a camera as well, so I was using that. And apparently Surface does not have a lot of fucking memory in it, so I'm scrambling, right? I'm trying to, I'm in the middle of my fucking podcast, and then all of a sudden this happens, so I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then within like 40 seconds, right, the screen disappears. The camera disappears. You know why? Because the computer couldn't find enough memory to keep on going with my fucking podcast video. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went into all the folders, documents, downloads. I'm deleting anything and everything I could, right? And so I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you know what? Let me free up some space. So that's what I did. And then I got back on the camera. I opened the camera app, on Windows. Or in Windows, that's what you say? How you say it? And so I did I completed my podcast for another 16 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Then I have to now combine the two files, because the fucking computer ran out of fucking space. So now I have to combine the two files. So let me just actually find the two files, because on Microsoft Surface, right? If you are taking videos with camera, then they get stored on camera roll, right? There's a folder called camera roll, and then you can copy them, or you can, iCloud them, whatever the fuck you want to do from there, right? So I'm like, okay, so let me go into the camera roll and find the two files, and then I'll basically upload them to my iCloud, and then from there I'll download them onto my MacBook Air, and then I'll use iMovie to combine them, and then I'll upload that as my fucking podcast for this week, right? So I go into fucking camera roll, right? And then I can't fucking find that file for the first 43 minutes of my fucking podcast, right? And I'm like, fuck this, where's the file? Jesus Christ. So then I go into recycle bin. Apparently I had basically emptied the recycle bin too, I think, because I was scrambling, to find more like space on the fucking computer. Jesus. And so I realized that I actually had deleted a bunch of files from the camera roll. I realized there were 4 files that I had deleted because, again, I was scrambling to find some fucking disk space on the computer, right? So that's the saga of my podcast on Sunday. So here I am again. Jesus Christ. I'm not using the fucking Surface. It's sitting, actually, as you guys can see, it's sitting on my small, table next to my fucking, couch. And I was actually listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, as you can see, the latest one. Jesus Christ, Joe Rogan is like in my fucking face. Some comedian lady, actually, she was his guest. Oh, by the way, so he actually had Richard Dawkins, the famous scientist, not astrobiologist, but biologist or scientist. He's a very staunch atheist. And apparently he has another book came out. So he was there for an hour, Joe Rogan does his podcast for close to 3 hours, But, Richard Dawkins, he's a big shot, dude, of course. He was there for an hour, but it was an interesting conversation. They were talking about, obviously, what's the issue that human beings believe in a God when there's no God. I don't know, I'm kind of agnostic. Maybe there is a God, maybe there's not a God. There's not a God. Wow, I'm English. Maybe there is a God, maybe there's not a God. Who knows? Who gives a shit? What the hell I was talking about? Okay. So that's what happened with my podcast, right? On Sunday. And I was fucking pissed. And I was texting my girlfriend. This is like midnight, right? Hey, baby, I just did my podcast. And then I don't know what the hell happened. I can't find the fucking file. And maybe, I could have deleted it. Yes, sir, you fucking deleted it because you were scrambling to find the space. And I think that's what happened. So, but in any case, so here I am, Tuesday night, right? How's everyone doing? I fucking had, I was telling my girlfriend yesterday, she was over, I had to redo the podcast, because it's just a fucking hassle. So I had to basically talk about the same shit again. Jesus. But in any case, I do have some interesting topics in my cheat sheet you all may relate to, I presume, right? Oh, by the way, so I'm reconnecting with my childhood friends, where we grew up in the mountains. Very high mountains. Mesmerizing, oh my goodness, how did these people even settle there? Now I realize, because I have been on the plains for so fucking long. I've been in New York, New York is like at the sea level, Although in 30 years it would be under the sea level. Jesus Christ. What is that? Water world? Whatever the hell it is, right? Climate change, bullshit, whatever. These hippies are talking about without any plan. Right? That's what I call them. Hippies without any fucking plan. I don't want to go on a rant with fucking hippies. About hippies. So I was listening to Joe Rogan, although I have to listen to fucking Bill Maher. I just don't have fucking time. Jesus Christ. I have a lot of work going on, and, I'm focusing on work, and my girlfriend comes over. We meet once a week, and it's great. It's fucking going great, Although, people pester me sometimes that, you're 46, you should settle down, you'll find you a woman, and this and that. I'm like, when that is something that people tell me, then I try to act like Bill Maher. Although I don't agree with Bill Maher. Oh, by the way, did you guys fucking see the last Bill Maher show? Not this weekend, but the Friday before, right? So fucking Howard Stern was his guest, and so Bill Maher gave him like 17 minutes. Usually he first guest, right? He talks to a guest, special guest, and then he has a panel and all that nonsense, bullshit, right? So Howard Stern, he's the fucking, Howard Stern is a fucking legend, I think. Because, he mocks Bill Maher. He was mocking Bill Maher. Why do you have an audience here? What's the point, But in any case, so that was interesting. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm jumping between the topics, right? I'm jumping between topics, dude. Yeah, so I'm reconnecting with my childhood buddies, and I created a group. Three of them and me. It's called The Four on WhatsApp. I have mostly like good memories, although I also have some bad memories from childhood, childhood, or even when I was an adult, like in my early 20s. But, so I sent them, like, I told them, how I was discriminated in my own fucking village. Because I really didn't look like really white people, is that what it is? Real Honduras, is that what it is? And shit like that, whatever. I mean, right? No, we don't, sir. Can you elaborate what the hell you're trying to say? Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say, okay? So, all of them, three of them, right? My closest buddies in my childhood. All three of them are settled down with kids, and they have wives and they have families. And I'm the only one amongst them who does not have a wife or kids. I guess because I chose a different path, But now I realize that, okay, I've gone through ups and downs in my life, and now it's time for me to settle down, It's, getting the fuck out of Brooklyn was one step in the right direction, I hope. Not that I hope, but I think. Paula's Hook neighborhood, this is actually the best the best neighborhoods to live in Jersey City, by the way. So it's ranked number 1 from 1 to 10. I think what was the fucking worst neighborhood? McKinley Square, where the fuck it is? McKinley Square. I think that was the fucking worst. But in any case, I'm proud that I'm living in Jersey City. I mean, I always lived in good neighborhoods. I never actually lived in any bad neighborhoods. That's the first thing you want to accomplish, sir. Man. Any other gender associates over here? How many fucking genders we have? 1,000. Non-binary, binary, non-binary. Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? Oh fuck, I'm sorry, I apologize. What happened was that my girlfriend was over last night. I told you guys, right? And I had a pile of fucking dishes in my sink. Wait, it stopped. Holy shit, hold on a second. Oh, so the drawings, what do you call it? The drawing cycle is over. I think, what's the fucking cycle after the drawing? So it's the washing and the drying. So in any case, what happened was that, so I said, hey baby, can you help me out, like putting the dishes into the dishwasher? Oh, by the way, the dishwasher is really tiny. It's small. Jesus Christ. You guys can see the dishwasher. You see that over there? It's like small. Jesus Christ. And so, I bought these big pots, because I had the people over and I cooked like goat. Remember I told you guys? For my housewarming, right? And so, and so what happened was that she basically put all the dishes in the dishwasher, right? And then after, and then I'm like, okay, baby, so you know what? I'm just going to turn on the dishwasher, and then, so I grabbed the dish soap, right? The regular dish soap, regular dish soap, you use. And she told me, and I think she's very intelligent. She told me, don't use that. I think she's right, because I used it when I was in fucking Brooklyn Heights / like downtown Brooklyn on Skimmerhorn Street, right? I used the dishwasher one time, I remember, with the regular dish soap, and the whole fucking foam came out of the bottom. Jesus Christ. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is the dishwasher leaking? Should I call the fucking super next morning? No, you can't use regular dish soap with a fucking dishwasher, sir. That's what she told me. So today, I picked up some groceries, whatever, and then I came home, and then the dishes were in there. I'm like, holy shit, you know what? I gotta go back and got to get the dishwasher detergent. Remember, dishwasher detergents are specifically made for dishwashers. You goons and goblins, make sure to use that one with the dishwashers. Don't use the fucking regular dishwasher. I mean, regular dishwashing soap. Use the foam. Don't fucking use that. It's not going to work. You're going to have a lot of foam coming out of the fucking bottom of the dishwasher, and you're going to be fucking cleaning that all night. Right? Yes. No. Let me just make sure there's no fucking phone coming. No, see? You know those little like packages. It says that they actually they come in a package, right? And they specifically tell you not to break the package. Don't remove the plastic. Just put it into the main dispenser, detergent dispenser, and then just turn on the dishwasher. Right? There you go. So, what the hell I was saying, dude? Oh yeah, so the dishwasher came on. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell just happened? Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, it's drizzling outside. It has been drizzling like whole fucking day today. I guess this is October, November, these are the what do you call the rainy season? Is that what it is? Rainy season months? Well, April and November are notorious for rains in Northeast. So I guess October is now the new November. Huh? Didn't I say this like a long time ago in my podcast, by the way, everyone? That we have to actually forward 1 month. We have to forward 1 month. So October is the new November. Because the climate has changed. Is changing. So November is the new December. And December is the new January. Wait a minute. Wait. Is that the fucking other way around I said? I think December is the new November. And January is the new December. And February is the new January. Is that what I said? Jesus fuck Christ. Don't quote me on this one, okay, everyone. But I think the seasons are changing. I think at least a month. Everything is becoming late. That's what I meant to say. So what does that mean, sir? Everything is becoming later, which means that. Oh, okay. So basically, then December. Okay, January is the new December. That's what I meant to say. So January is the new December. Right? Or wrong? Okay. Okay, so I went on from fucking dishwasher to fucking Jesus Christ to seasons. Well, I guess because I'm looking outside my window in my apartment. But things are changing, Things are changing a lot. Well, in terms of like climate and all that, I think, I agree. I agree that climate change is real, but the problem is that you fucking hippies have no fucking real plan to actually do something. I mean, okay. So if we have to actually keep the temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius by 2050, right? 2040 or 2060, whatever the fuck it is, right? What plans do we have in place? Right? What fucking plans do we have in place? I mean, China doesn't fucking care. It burns oil, it burns fucking gas, it burns fossil fuel. You fucking hippies have cars. Don't tell me that you only drive electric cars. We only drive electric cars because we're tree huggers. I don't think so. Electric cars in this country are far from fucking reality. Okay? I almost bought an electric smart car from Mercedes-Benz on 11th Avenue when I was leaving fucking Brooklyn. And they were like, oh, you know what? They were almost handing me the fucking keys. And I said, no. 2019, smart car, electric. I'm like, wait. I said, wait. Okay, Brooklyn is the fucking most progressive fucking borough or place where the fuck it is in the whole country, right? So I went back, and then because I used to have a parking lot, right, where I used to park my car, and then I went there, and then I went to the other parking lot, and then I went to another parking lot. They said that, most of them said they didn't have a charging station. One said that the charging station was only for Teslas. The other one said they had a charging station, but it was not working. See? This is fucking Brooklyn. What a fucking hypocrisy, right? You think that Brooklyn would have the most fucking, electric cars, right? No. Because you can't fucking charge anywhere. You have to have a fucking house. Okay? You fucking assholes. You telling me that we have to actually, keep the temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius. At the same time, you fucking hypocrites, you telling me that I can't buy an electric car because I can't charge an electric car here. Even here in Jersey City. I don't think so. You have to have a house where you can have that plug, a specialty plug, outlet that you have built, and then you can charge your fucking electric car. You have to charge it every fucking night. That's the other thing. You have to charge it every night. If you are driving it every day, you have to charge it every night. Regardless, I think you have to charge it every night. So these fucking hippies have no fucking real plan, and they're telling me that they're protesting in the UN, and shouldn't I be in the school, and why am I here? Yeah, exactly. Why are you fucking here? You're fucking 16 years old. Go to your fucking school and just go to school. That's what you should do. All right? Sorry, I'm just ranting. So that's the problem with these fucking hippies, right? 32 minutes, ladies and gents. I don't want to go on and about. I got some great topics in my cheat sheet, so maybe you should get into my cheat sheet. Otherwise, I'll be ranting the whole fucking night, right? And it's a Tuesday night, and I don't want to wake up my neighbors, Yeah, I don't know what the weather is for the rest of the week, by the way. It's getting colder, by the way. Jesus. It's getting colder, man. Weather is changing. I think this is kind of like towards the end of fall or autumn, as they say in fucking England, right? English language. Let me ask Siri. Hey Siri. Jesus Christ, what happened? Hey Siri. What? Siri's not set up on the... Oh, by the way, so I got a new iPhone. I told you guys, right, in my last podcast. Hey Siri. So Siri's not set up in my machine? Jesus Christ. Hey Siri. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. How to set up Siri? On iPhone 11. Jesus Christ. Before you use voice control, you need to set up your mobile phone for internet and turn on Siri. Tap and hold. Jesus. Hold on a second, guys. You can control many of the phone functions with your voice. You can call, contact from blah, 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 dictate messages, and such things. Before you can use voice control, you need to set up your mobile phone for internet and turn on Siri. So how the hell do I turn on Siri? Jesus Christ. Tap and hold the side button. Tap and hold. If you have turned on, hey Siri. Hey Siri. Weather for tomorrow in Jersey. What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ. Hey Siri, weather for tomorrow in Jersey City. What the fuck, dude? If you turn on automatic activation, you can activate voice control by saying hi. Hey Siri. Why is it not fucking working? Jesus Christ. Use Siri. How to? You control you can all contacts before you. This is not a fucking website. A fucking Australian website telling me. All you need to know. Okay, so user Siri guide. Jesus. Start now. 3 steps. Click start now. Start now. What the hell is start now? Oh, forget it. That was a fucking ad. General changes. Siri has been given a makeover. The fresh coat of paint. Type to Siri. On the setting on your phone, go general accessibility Siri. Okay, so let me go to the fucking setting. General. Where the hell is the accessibility? Huh? I don't see any fucking accessibility here, so maybe these guys are fucking bullshitting. Is that what it is? Open settings on your phone. Navigate to general, accessibility, and Siri. This is such fucking bullshit, man. This is the fucking bullshit I fucking... Settings and Siri. Okay, so settings and Siri. So I go to settings, right? So where the hell is Siri? Siri and search. Okay, here you go. It's on, so why is it not fucking working? Jesus Christ. Listen if I have Siri on. Set up Siri, okay. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, send a message. Hey Siri, how is the weather today? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, play some music. Okay, so I had to I thought I did this bullshit. Or maybe not. Hey Siri. What the fuck, dude? It's not working. Hey Siri. Jesus Christ. No, not press. Okay. Hey Siri. What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Apologize. But let's get into our cheat sheet because I had to deal with this bullshit. Listen for Hey Siri. Ask Siri. Hey Siri. Now it comes. Okay. Weather for Jesus Christ. Hey Siri. Weather for tomorrow in Jersey City. Okay, 64 degrees, Jesus. 64 degrees. Yeah, it's gonna show me that fucking Apple weather. 64 degrees on Wednesday, high and low is 46. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of fucking cool. Jesus Christ, cool. 10% chance of rain, right? No snow. I hope not. All right, ladies and gents, let's just get into our cheat sheet. Enough of Siri and all that. I had to reset it up. I don't fucking understand why. Okay, so my first topic, Columbus Day and its controversies, right? Yes. So Columbus Day, as you guys know, not this Monday, but last Monday was Columbus Day. For Christopher Columbus, who came from Italy, and he was, I think he was the first. Was he the first actually European to actually come to North America, and then he probably was smoking weed or fucking high on alcohol, and he thought that he was in India, and then he called all the natives Red Indians, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. So there's a lot of controversy on Christopher Columbus Day, and people who are really progressive, they don't give a shit about anything, you know. But these all these like indigenous people and all that, which I understand that, you know, the Europeans came and they took their land and all that, their culture and all that. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on that one, so I'm not going to go on and on about on this one. Yes, the white man took over the world and blah blah blah, and you know this whole fucking thing. You know, the liberals and whatever the fuck it is, right? But it's not simple. It's not as simple as. Oh, I understand that, Europeans came. They were looking for a better land, and all that, and I think. But again, I'm not an expert on this, so don't go quote me wrong. But apparently, Columbus Day has been lately celebrated as Indigenous Peoples Day. So there you go. So I opened the can of worms, so you guys can just eat the can of worms, eat the worms, and just close the lid on can, so it's not open again. Okay. So there you go. All right. So Alpha Centauri, new solar system discovered. So apparently Alpha Centauri, as you all know, is only 4.7 light years away from us, from our solar system. Apparently, I think recently they actually discovered a new sun, not sun, we shouldn't be calling it sun, a new star system in Alpha Centauri with potential for an Earth-like planet, which might or might not have life on it, right? So you guys can look it up. I'm not going to do all the fucking Google shit for all of you, so look it up for yourself. I think I read that article on BBC or CNN or maybe, I don't know, NASA's website. My next topic is Juuls. Okay, now all you fucking millennials, okay, trying to be cool and trying to smoke the fucking Juuls, you know, the flavored fucking oils, and apparently now it has become an epidemic. Juuls or whatever the fuck other like these, vaporizer companies that sell these vaporizers, and also these companies are off the street where they sell you like some sort of an oil, flavored oil, and they tell you it's marijuana or where the fuck it is. Apparently, it's wasn't that the fucking case with like synthetic marijuana? What is it called? Fucking K2? I think that's what it's called. There have been known deaths from K2, and I think this is what Juuls is too. So that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think it's synthetic marijuana that actually kills the lungs. So all you fucking millennials, don't fucking do that. Okay. If you want to smoke marijuana, real marijuana, plant, okay? It's a medicine. Not that I'm actually, advocating one or the other drug or plants or whatever the fuck they're called, right? But that's my take on Juuls. Don't lose your fucking life because you have no fucking idea what's going to happen to you after you die, right? This probably is the only life we have. Minus talk. London commuters and climate protesters. Jesus Christ. So I was watching a video on BBC's website, right? Where these couple of few climate protesters had climbed on top of the London Tube, which in New York terms would be called subway. So they call them tubes, because they look like tubes, just tubes. What's a fucking tube? Oh, by the way, every one of you who goes to a place like Britain or London, especially if you're American, watch out for all those fucking terms. You won't be fucking understanding them when they tell you one thing or the other, because the American English is very, very different from British English when it comes to name of the, jargons, like day-to-day jargons. For example, oh, I'm going to the shop. This, I'm going to the shop. Oh, I can't do the British accent, but, and then if you are an American, then you would say, do you mean you are going to go shopping? No, I'm going to go to the shop. Or they would say, I'm going to go to the canteen. What? If you're American, you're like, what? So, you know what I mean, right? A canteen in American English is a canteen which carries water, right? It's like a water bottle, but it's a canteen. You can't go into a canteen. First of all, how can you go into a fucking canteen? Second of all, why would you want to go into a canteen? That's what you would think if you're American, right? But if a British person comes to America and it's going to be the other way around, right? But you get my point. I don't want to go on and on about this. It's another 48 minutes. But the point I'm trying to make is that London commuters, so these fucking hippies, right? Again, so they're up on top of the subways, right? Literally on top of the subways. So basically, they're holding up all the fucking passengers from going to whatever the hell they have to go to, right? Work or, whatever the hell it is. And so these passengers, they were like, fuck this bullshit. These bunch of hippies are fucking holding up my commute. So they were basically dragging them down. They dragged them down, and I don't think they were kicking them, but they were in some, if I were there and if I'm being held up for like half an hour, just because some fucking hippies up there protesting the fucking climate, you know what I'll do? I'll grab him and I'll basically take him out and I'll throw him into the ocean full of fucking sharks. And then I'll tell him, listen, okay, So there you go. That's the climate change for you. Right? These fucking hippies, dude. That's my rant on that one. Yeah, so that's such a fucking destructive way. This protest, all this, such a destructive way. These protests and all this, whatever they're trying to achieve, it has never worked without a solid plan. I'm telling you, you fucking youngsters, you think you have a solid plan? You have no fucking solid plan for saving the planet. First of all, you should save yourselves. Planet does not give a shit about you trying to save the planet. Okay? This planet has been here for many billion years and it will be here for many billion years. Save your fucking own self. Okay? Stop trying to save the fucking planet. Okay? That's it. That's my take on these fucking millennial, fucking young, stupid fucking hippies. Right? My next topic, I'm sorry I ranted on that one. London comedian. Okay, so Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6. Okay, so that's the movie. It's a Disney movie. It's an interesting movie that I watched last weekend. I think not this weekend. The one before weekend, not this past weekend. Sure. Big Hero 6, it's an interesting animated movie. And check it out. Amazing. Yankees. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yankees. So, fucking Yankees, Saturday night, right? So, they lost the fucking game to who? Like, was that a fucking tie? Jesus. I think that was a fucking tie with Astros, right? But in any case, so Yankees have been fucking losing for the past how many fucking years anyways, so I don't fucking believe in them anymore. Although they're like my hometown team, you know. But the game was like a fucking tie, and then it just like fucking, you know, they had to win in order to get into the World Series, but they couldn't, so they are out of the fucking league, right? I talked about Waterworld. That was my last topic in my cheat sheet. I'm sorry. It's kind of late, and so I'm going to close out my podcast, and I presume you all are having a great week, and I'll see you all next Tuesday, most likely Sunday.